It's true, it's true. We played a turn one hawk. We had that turn one hawk tempo that we had to overcome. Hard work. Hard work. But we back. Yo. And we're back in here and we're playing an old fave in Temur Emerge. Many of you rooted for Nighthawk running this deck in Steam. Some changes, but not a ton. And one of my favorite decks to play. Just Deep Fiend shenanigans for days. Grapples and Deep Fiends. And we are up against a Black Lotus marked, not quite hundo stack. Somebody who's honestly just scared to go to the full hundo. And yeah, we'll keep. These grapples, they could be lands, could be creatures, but they're probably useful. Hey, rank 1 can beat Temur Emerge, because sometimes Temur Emerge dirtles and gets run over by the likes of Squadron Hawking and company. I said Squadron Hawk, I mean Suntail Hawk, obvious. Sometimes we just get smashed. Alright, return. I should just do this now and not get it censored or something stupid like that. And I'll take another treasure keeper. I'm sure we can find another land later if we want to. They're already in the yard after all. Is this the version Nighthawk won the train with? No. It's changed up. It's changed up. But hey, here's a card Nighthawk didn't have, right? So yeah, this card is nuts. So of course we gotta play that. There's nothing quite as great as glorybringer, and then you exert it, kill something, hit for 4, then sack it to your 2 open blue mana for a Deep Fiend, then you grapple with the pass, get back glorybringer, exert it, kill something else. And no, this deck does not need a sandworm convergence, but you are funny. Alright, the hundo stack is on the clock and having a deep thinky think. What will they come up with? I will come up with grapple. What do you got? Our only basic out there is a forest, so this will enter the battlefield untapped, so we'll take it. Looks like we also put a chandra in the graveyard. Don't love it, but you can't get mad about it. It's the nature of the deck to put things in the graveyard. So I'm going to act like I'm going to pass, see if they flinch. They do not. I'm going to play this treasure keeper, see if it gets censored. It does not. Yay! Treasure keeper. Though not its best against blue-white, because they usually exile or tap things as opposed to killing them. But maybe there's a solemn offering. Who knows? Maybe I'll reclamation sage my own treasure keeper. Who knows? See? What'd I say? There's the suppression bonds. Now the real question is, do I remove the bonds with my sage, or do I blow up my own treasure keeper to draw a card, or basically get a card out of the deck? Or do I just bring some glory? I think I'll just bring some glory right now. 4/4 haste, what you got? More games before we got in Battleground. Yeah, that's right, Omega. Battleground, for you WWE fans, is tonight. I'm going to be jumping out of here in 1 hour to go into town and pick up some awesome barbecue or Thai, we haven't decided what, food to bring back here and watch our pay-per-view with. So yeah, gotta know how to live it up on pay-per-view day. Play some Magic, get some good food, veg out on the couch, watch the Punjabi prison. See what we get. Maybe a flag match. There's some really stupid matches in Battleground, just being honest. But alright, now the opponent is casting Hope against Hope. There is some kind of an aura deck in a hundo stack that's doing nothing. This is I don't know what to make of this, but they left. I guess. I mean, they're just not doing anything. So let's get rid of that, so we can attack and just beat this particularly odd seal with Black Lotus sleeves into the ground. I'm Indian and I have no idea the fuck a Punjabi prison is. You gotta watch wrestling, man. There's a wrestler called Jinder Mahal right now he is of Indian genetic origin, but he's actually from Canada, which makes it even funnier because his whole thing is that he's doing this for the country of India. And he comes out and he speaks Punjabi, like he says, I'm going to talk to my people in my language of Punjabi. And then he says basically that India's awesome and Americans suck. It's kind of his whole game. And it is exactly a worse version of a steel cage match. It is a horrible version of a steel cage match. It's a steel cage with like 2 layers that's made out of bamboo. Like, you can Google this or YouTube it, and I don't know what to tell you. 1 seal down, 4 seals to go. So that was just a Glorybringer game, and sometimes Temerge just wins Glorybringer games now, which is one of the things that makes it a little bit better. Sometimes you just bring the glory. Opponent can't do nothing. And we're back in a game, and this hand doesn't have blue. This hand has all our colors. It's fine. This is another card I've snuck into the deck. A one of fun of that you can get back with your vexing scuttler or set up with your elder fiend for. It's been pretty explosive. Let's just put it that way. And it's been nice to have around. So do I get my second red or do I get my second blue? I think I'll just get my second red since I already have the ignish. Rabbit says this deck is so emote face with making an, I guess he's making an O face. Yeah, this deck is hot. I'll just put it that way. This deck does things. I also have the familiars back in there. I used to just run a bunch of reclamation sages instead because vehicles is such a thing. But right now, I just play against such a different crowd online every day that the reclamation sages aren't always good. So I have familiars in there filling spots. I only have 1 reclamation sage. You saw it in the last game that I played the sage. All right, let's grapple. Oh, the correct reading is You think my deck is weird? Is that what you're trying to say? Come on, bro. Look at this. My deck's going off right now. Deck is everything. Neon City, what up? Evening. Always throws me for a loop that you guys use emotes of smiling ladies saying hello. Oh, it's the good Actually, I didn't know there's a good I don't know. We're just rolling with it. My opponent's opening up on plenty of black-white cards and a skirmisher. So maybe we're playing good old auras, black-white auras. Well, I will offer a trade. Would you like to trade with my familiar? Because I will accept such a trade. Nope. Pass. Hard pass on the familiar trade. Which makes sense. So I will... we could kill this. We could also hold up the lightning in case our opponent does have the angelic destiny. However, I just want to get moving with the scuttles, and Scuttler can get back the grapple and kind of draw me a card. So I think that's the bigger play. Now, exactly angelic destiny might cause a problem, but there's a lot of ways we can get out of it yet. at that point. We can find a rogue refiner and get up to 5 energy. There's just things we can do. So I think it's a worthy gamble here to make this play. Yeah, we cut the video, Neon, so I've only been up 10 minutes, but we did qualify an Angel Monument deck, and it was kind of ridiculous. The last game with the flippin' Westvale Abbey. Some good stuff. Some good stuff. Alright, here comes Nimbus Wings. That we can handle. And our opponent does have a Death Toucher, which a little scary. But what we can do is Deep Fiend off our Scuttler into Ignition and show you guys how hot that deck is, or that this particular set of plays is. Draw. Clutch. I guess I'll just get my second green out though. And I don't want to attack into the Death Touch. Could have just ignited this thing, but I want them to put more cards on the battlefield. I really do. As we get ready for a squid lock. Yes, yes, play such cards. I love it. Tap, 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 tap. We're even going to tap that enchantment. Because we crazy. Because we cray cray. And let's grapple. Bring me back my Scuttler. That can do this stuff all day, everybody. All day. Nuke 'em. Told you the one of Ignition was hot. Now you has no board and you had 8 life. Your turn. We could have also scuttled that turn, but I'm going to wait. The 5/6 is bigger. Okay, reprisal. Maybe I should not have. I guess I did expose myself to removal. But we're only, let's see, what do we got? 6, 7? So we're 1 land off of just hard casting it. And our opponent used Mortuary Mire, so they will be drawing the Patron of the Valiant again. Okay, what are we gonna do? I will pulse the familiar. I will play the familiar. Then next turn, I can scuttle off it, get back the pulse again, get back a Deep Fiend, just do crazy stuff. Or maybe I just get Chandra's Ignition again. It was pretty good the first time. It's the deck that never ends. No, don't. It's suppression bonds. That's not what you do. That's not what you do here. All right. This can still emerge off a suppression bonded creature. Fortunate. Or would I rather have a land? I would rather have the card. Pulse. Let's juggle up a Deep Fiend, shall we? And there's a card. Yay. Drew a card. Get an energy. Now we can shoot down the Patron with a Harness Lightning. Roll in, roll in, roll in. And Swiftwing. Yeah, okay. And Necromantic Thirst. Okay. I'm just gonna, I'm torn, because it almost feels like a waste of Harness Lightning, even though it's a 2-for-1. I'm just gonna kill it though. Just gonna break some dreams. Swing on you for 4. Primal druid. What do you got? It's your big turn, opponent. What will you do with it? They have a Patron of the Valiant in their hand and a mystery card. And the Valiant has returned. Alright. Get me back my deep fiend. Kill that Valiant. And that should be lethal. Just in case we weren't sure. But I will concede and let the opponent have the gold. But we'll mark that as a win. That's right, he's not quitting. He is a sport, so we will be a sport in return. Let's load that gold up, everybody. Let's all unlock our collections. And then for the rest of time, this game will just be full collections versus full collections. Let's just all give the gold if we already have all the cards unlocked. Give all the gold. Let all the new players unlock all the cards so that Wizards never gets any more money from this game again because they don't deserve it. It will just be a way to play free Magic for all eternity until they pull it from the servers indefinitely. We're facing a sand umbrella. They are playing 80 cards. It's not perfect, but it's good. Alright, plains but no Suntail Hawk. Dodged the bullet. I suppose we'll just do this and get our gather on. One of gather with the pack. Just run one of it to kind of get the graveyard going. Hopefully we hit something off it. Increases our turn 3 plays. Wow, 4 lands. Wow. That would have been interesting. Can you make a good goblin deck in duels? Did they take away all the strong ones? Can anybody think of a goblin tribal card? I don't think there's a goblin tribal card in duels. I don't think there's one. And if there are no goblin tribal cards, then yeah, there's just no point, obviously. There's a few goblins, I think, but nothing tribal. Alright, we got a sage, making some energy. Let's grapple, make sure we hit our land drops. Ebus. No basics. So we better take a basic. Could have taken an energy hub, up our energy count, but I don't know. I don't think that's necessary. But now we have pulse, so we can get up to 5. I suppose I'd want a cinder glade to enter the battlefield untapped, so I will probably pulse for... Although, yeah, I have all the color stuff I need. Although, maybe I need one more red. Yeah, actually I do. So I guess I can get a crag here. Get me back that crag. Fling is not goblin tribal, it's art goblin. Do you think that Marty Vehicles is still one of the best tier decks? Yeah, until proven otherwise. Hopefully we'll figure that out. Playing this series, this quest for the best series. I mean, it's called Quest for the Best. Let's find the best. Glorybringer. I guess I'll kill the 2-1. I mean, or the thing is, if I wait one turn, I get to just blow it up with Chandra's Ignition in theory. But if this dies, I'm in a bad spot. Right? So I guess I can Chandra's Ignition either way, so I should exert because that's playing for worst case scenario, so that if this dies, I did something with it. Dude, Bringer's a man. Bringer's the man. Or woman. It could be a lady dragon, I don't know. Airdrop Condor is Goblin Tribal. Well, somebody's going deep. That's pretty deep. Look, hey, there's the reprisal. So now we need to draw another grapple or pulse and get that thing back, because we're going to take some damage. We also just have to work our way to Mog. Chandra's ignition not looking hot when your creature dies. Yonder argues that Fling is tribal because it has goblin art and does what goblins want to do. I guess your definition is not the same as mine. Taysir, he could be whatever he pleases for the effect he has. Ah, I'm talking about Glorybringer. Is it a male or female? Whatever you want. Whatever you need. Glorybringer does it naturally. I'm just gonna run you out there. Might regret that later. But right now we need bodies. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. That's a very big thing. And that might be enough to carry my opponent. So I want to keep this in case I draw an Elder Deep Fiend or a Vexing Scuttler. And if I draw a Rogue Refiner, I can take out the Hydra with a Lightning. So I'm just gonna chill. There also might be a world where I can Chandra's Ignition and then harness Lightning. That kills the Hydra, but it leaves alive the Hunt Beast. This is tough. I guess this goes for 4. So what I need to try to do is leave alive one of my 2-power creatures. Trade the other one out with the Hydra for the Lightning. He gets the Hydra back. Now I just have a 2-power creature and no Lightning. Not good. So I think I just try to ignore the Hydra as long as possible. Alright. We'll pass and see what my opponent wants to do. This may be a case where I double block a Hunt Beast? You. It's rough. It's a rough one. We can harness Lightning the Elite. We can double block the Hunt Beast. Then we have a 6/6. That leaves me 3 turns to draw something relative. The problem right now is killing the Hydra doesn't do anything. He just gets it back. No pumps. Okay, so Lightning here. If we draw another one, it goes for 6 because we only have to use 1 energy. And we just have to draw something relative in the next 2 turns. That's not as relative as I want. There's a kitty. Hi, kitty. So what we want to do is set up Glorybringer into Ignition. So we just play this straight up right now. Alright, here we go. It's gonna be a big turn cycle. The opponent has another removal spell. We're just in a bind. Vegetation, that's fine. I don't see a good use for that land yet. He'll have to draw it. This is gonna be a close one. This seal is fighting back. Like I said, sometimes Temerge just gets run over by the right combination of critters. And this is a tough combination of critters to face. Alright, down to 6. Scuttles. What does that do? Okay, so we attack with Glorybringer, we exert it. We do 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we can Vexing Scuttle, emerge off Glorybringer. What do we get back? Pulse a Murasa. Can then get another Glorybringer or a Scuttler because they're just going to bring the Hydra back out, so we need to gain the life. And we can Chandra's Ignition off the Scuttler. That will kill the Hydra. Alright. And we're just buying time, hoping to get to that ulamog. Alright, 4 to you. Yeah, I think Murasa's the call too. I'm with you. We're on the same page. Alright, emerge. Off the Glorybringer. Give up 2 red. Okay. Pull some Murasa. Chandra's ignition. Make him recast those cards. Next up is probably to pulse into something that helps us bridge to Ulamog. What does that? Treasure Keeper, maybe? We need to bridge to Ulamog. So, like, Treasure Keeper, maybe a Filigree Familiar. Throw off the clock, right? Because right now it's 6 damage at a time. If we make it, if we even gain 2 life, it's an extra turn. This is gonna be tight. We're gonna have to work for this one. I'm gonna have to avoid the chat here and focus. We have to focus. So what did they draw? They drew Oath of a Johnny. All right, makes the job harder. Now a Harness Lightning doesn't kill the Hydra on its own. All right, he knows we have the pulse, so there's no reason to slow roll it. There's grapple. Grapple can get Glorybringer, but that doesn't keep me alive. I think I'll grapple first because we might hit a deep fiend. If we don't, the right play might just be to get land and get to Ulamog. Not hit the deep fiend. So I'm just going to work for that. I guess we'll take the hub in case we draw Harness Lightning, then it goes for 7. We'll take the hub. We'll play it. Now my play is going to be to pulse a Murasa for a land. And I mean, there's no reason to do that now. I can wait for attacks. And then we play Ulamog. The card is a Sage. Okay. Pulse for the harbor. It's anything that's not coming in tapped. And we'll block here. We'll go to 5. Breathe in, breathe out, everybody. There's the deep fiend. Kind of on time, kind of not. You know what I mean? Okay. I'll attack you. They take the chump. Interesting. So, Deep Fiend survives even against Blossoming Defense, I think? Yeah, it does. So do I want to wait to Ulamog, or do I Ulamog? I think we just do it. Boom. Got up to 10. Ulamog's the lethals if they draw nothing. Come on, show me your last card. I promise. I'll give you a gold. I'll give you a gold if it's not something that kills Ulamog. I will. Ah, there's the concession. All right. That seal gave us some work. That Hydra had me sweating, and that Hunt Beast is always a bit more of a pain than you expect. Oh, fog. Why was it? Of course it could have been fog. Oh, my lord. Oh, my lord. Fog into Gaia's Revenge. Bam! That Hydra was a workout, but we got there. Inward RTO, another game. We're at 3-0, going for that 4th win. This hand is slow. Like, So slow. But we have all our mana. And we're on the play. And anything that we draw that's 3 or less we can cast. I think that means we can keep it. There are draws that are horrible that could get us for keeping this. But I'm going to anticipate that the top of my deck will at least be a little friendly and not the dirt worst. Tayseer says, have you ever seen the movie about the fog based on Stephen King's novel? Absolutely. And I saw the movie. I saw the first movie. There have been at least 2 movies that I can remember. I'm tempted to keep this. I mean, do I go get a blue or do I go get a red so I can cast this chandra that I have? I guess I'm going to wait 1 turn. So there's also a TV series now about the Mist as well, which I intend to watch. I'm a big Stephen King fan. I try to read a lot of the books, and I'm definitely going to go to the movies like Dark Tower and It, and things of that nature that are coming out this year. Which one do you suggest me to watch? All of them. I liked the remake. A lot of people didn't. I especially like the ending, and I don't want to give anything away about it, but I do like endings that I consider brave, that aren't fairy tale. But yeah, just watch any of them. You don't have anything to lose there. Stephen King's great. The movies are always, they're never the book, but they're still, I still give them props. Alright, so we can go get some red. So that we have the option of Treasure Keeper or Chandra coming up. Don't expect too much from the series, says Neon. Aw, don't tell me that. Because guess what? I'm going to watch it anyway, so I'm going to expect what I want to. Actually, as far as expecting too much, I never expect much from a Stephen King series, or because, man, Under the Dome and the 12/22/63 and all of those, they're just, it's like I said, they're not the books, man. They're not even close. Oh, what to do? My opponent's conspicuously leaving mana open, so I'm going to test them with this Treasure Keeper. And we're going to get convoluted. Not surprising, but I'd rather resolve you. And here comes a 3rd color. What is our opponent up to? They're playing kitties. Hi, kitty. Anything else, kitty? Here, kitty, kitty. And we're telling more time. Okay. Well, I guess you don't have another counter spell if you're telling time right this second. I've never seen... I did not know there was a show about the Tommy Knockers. I would very much enjoy that. New It movie looks promising. I'm reading the book... Like, I'm reading or I'm audible listening to the book It, which I haven't done. So I'm having a good time with that. It is creepy as hell. I mean, it is just, like, seriously. It's such a well done book. And Exiling Elder Deep Fiend is just about the nut low. Tayseer says, very old TV series, watching in Italy in 1999. That hurts. You don't understand. I graduated in 1999, and you're calling that very old? That hurts, man. Oh, Lord. What am I doing? I think I'm doing this. Die, Nimbless. You've caused me enough grief today. I guess I should do this now so that he can't pump spell the cat through the chandra. I mean, if I'm going to do it, I'd better just do it. Besides, next turn I can flash it back with the scuttler if I need to. They're quite behind. Italy doesn't get first run TV. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. Hasn't iTunes changed that? I don't know. All right. So I think the play is to cast the scuttler straight up. Although we could do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We can flashback scuttler off primal druid, get the land, and cast the kozileks return. And when we do that, what do we return to our hand? Nothing. That sucks. That's pretty lame. But I guess that's the play. I mean, it's really weak. I'm disappointed in myself. Why? Blue. And now kozileks return resolves. Yes. Kill that thing. And we get our 4/5. Tastier says Netflix helped a lot now. Back in the old days, we got anime and TV series with very bad dubbing, actors, and censorships. Sounds fun. Oh, wow. Barals expertise on my scuttler. Oh, I mean, I know you got an Oketra out of it, dude, but that's a lot of value if I find a spell. Any spell. Come on now. I get 2 looks. There's a spell. There's a spell. Just like that. Just like that. All right. Grapple me up card, please. Glorybringer's good. I accept. Oketra is very unlikely to attack next turn. I think I'll just plus. This plus. I mean, I guess I don't get to cast Glorybringer, but it can block. And we can emerge off it. Okay. We're good. Oketra is the mehest of meh on an empty board. Is there a worse card out there alone? Yeah, there's a few, but Oketra's up there. I want to save the Glorybringer till Glorybringer till I get to kill something. All right, turn B passing. Pulse of Murasa. Time to get complicated. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 can go Glorybringer. Vexing is 5. So I can play Bringer and Vexing. That seems pretty good. Leave me red? Not unless I use energy, apparently. So annoying. Okay, there we go. Get me a grapple. Opponent's going to break my concentration. That's fine. I'll just get it back with the grapple. That's how it works. But you get a loot. Good on you, opponent. Priest of the Blood Rite is pretty awful on empty board because it deals damage. Yeah. Nantuko Husk, pretty awful. I mean, it's a gray ogre. Yep, those are some good examples. Alright, we're gonna exert. Kill your Baral, and we'll see if the opponent can put 2 creatures into play and kill the Chandra. If they can, more power to them. That just means the ignition goes better. Omega says to bring the glorious bling. The glory blinger. I mean, that's gotta be a meme or something, right? Can we just need to illustrate, like, I mean, it's got a chain around his neck, actually. Look at that. Look at that chain. Look at that chain. This is definitely glory blinger. Oh no, it's a Johnny. Okay, a Johnny might exile glory blinger. That would be awkward. Glory blinker, that's a whole other use for the card. Okay, well, the bad news for our opponent is we just kill a Johnny with Chandra. Like, that's pretty ice cold. That's cooler than being cool, you guys. That's ice cold. We can also just pulse back. No, we can't. Glorybringer is exiled. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we'll play this in case we flip ulamog, because you never know. And no ulamog this time. If I had held the land and we only had 9 lands in play, it would definitely be ulamog. So I have 8 mana, so I can grapple, and I can straight up cast vexing. Oops, did not mean to show the pulse. Just getting a little sloppy. Did you just quote Outcast? Of course I quote Outcast. I'm old. Vanilla Ice Cold? I'm that old too. Alright, stop. Collaborate and listen. Iceman's back with a brand new invention. Something grabs a hold of me tightly, flow like a hawk, yo, daily and nightly. Will it ever stop, yo? I don't know. Turn off the lights and I glow. Too extreme, rock a mic like a vandal, light up the stage, burning Trump like a candle, dance. Come with a speaker that booms, I'm killing your brain like a poisonous mushroom, deadly. When I hear a dope melody, anything less than the best is a felony. Love it or leave it, you better make way. I better focus. I better focus now. But in case I haven't convinced you, yeah, Vanilla Ice is also in my range. Alright, bring the noise. And the funk. And who can tell me what that's from? Alright. My opponent plays counter spells. I'll just grapple now. And this is good. This is good. Oh, I was just getting warmed up, y'all. I just can't play Magic Wrap and talk to chat at the same time. We're asking too much. We're asking too much. Opponent is out. Their hand is empty. All the glory has to do is exert glory. Kill this thing. Swing for 4. Game. Oh, I have to drop the mic when I finish. I'm sorry. Hold up. I don't know how that sounded. What is the best card of Shadows over Innistrad? What a question. Archangel Avacyn, maybe? That card's pretty dang good. Archangel Avacyn was certainly a sort of, it was the mascot for the set, so to speak, right? Thing in the eyes? Oh, come on. Bits! Somebody gave me bits! It's nice to know I'm not doing all this ridiculousness for free. Thanks, Omega. They'll keep me warm at night when I'm lonely. Just kidding. I'm married and I have a dog. They hold that stuff down. Oh, Yonder, I get your jokes now. I'm sorry for leaving you hanging for a second. We can definitely keep this. It's a turn 4 Deep Fiend with all the cards needed to play it on the play. I get your jokes. Alright. Fox. We got a Foxy. We've got all the 3-drops here. These are the triplicate 3-drops I often emerge off of. And there is a Throne of the God Pharaoh with no creatures on the battlefield. And me with my Reclamation Sage. I don't even know if I'm supposed to play Reclamation Sage here. I think I'm supposed to play Rogue Refiner. think it's just a better beater, and right now that throne doesn't do anything, so I'm supposed to hold and see if there's something better to target. Hey, I made it to a live stream. I guess I will be ending in 2 minutes, says Zarval. Well, we are on game 5, and I do have to be out the door in 14 minutes. So yeah, you're right. Not in 2 minutes, but probably in about 6 minutes would be my guess. I will be rolling. Very astute of you to realize that's the way the world works. All right. This hand is lining. Absolutely sick. I'm actually going to attack. This hand is so good. I'm gonna beat down. Then the question is, do I time walk the opponent, or do I deploy more little dorks? And it's just, the deep fiend. What's even better is the deep fiend taps my opponent down, right? And then glorybringer takes out a creature and attacks while they're tapped out, so they can't mess with the glorybringer. It's so good. All right, we will deep fiend. Opponents deciding what to do with their Lord of the Accursed. They've got a Gideon of the Trials. Okay. I will enjoy burning this Gideon to the Grumblum. Great. Nope, they're gonna go 4/4. Alright, emerge. I'll even tap your throne. Now here's the awkward part. I am gonna lose 2 life for tapping their stuff to the throne. So I probably shouldn't have even tapped Gideon. Actually, that's probably a mistake. Tapping Gideon lost me another life. But let's just say I've never been in that situation in my life. Let's just give me a pass on that one. That was too weird. All right. Gonna take out your Lord of the Accursed. Gonna take out your Gideon. Going to shatter your hopes and dreams. Oh wait, nope, not like this. Not like this, like this. Like this. Exert. Target. Why would they do that with Gideon? It's absolutely the worst use I can think of for him, so, you know, why question the seals? You don't question the seals. And here comes the Fleet Wheel Cruiser. And borrowed malevolence. Is that lifelink? What just happened? Did we just give it +1/+1? Is that the whole, that's the gist? That's the frickin' gist of what just happened? Come on now. Alright, well, they're going super aggro, and they do have us at 11, so we have to pay attention a little. But this turn we get to Familiar and Sage. That should take us most of the way out of the danger zone, and they're dead on the crackback. So report. Reclamation Sage. Destroy you. And Familiar. If they had something lined up to do exactly 11, we'd throw their math off. Just a tad. And there is a shrine and a concession. We'll play it to conclusion for closure's sake. 1 life, put a brick counter, gain 2 life if you have brick counters. Okie dokie. No worries. And we will bring the house. Boom. Temerge with a 5 and an 0. Showing us what it's all about. And now is the time for those of you waiting on WWE Battleground like myself. It's going to be, the pre-show starts in an hour, so I'm going to run to town and grab some awesome food, because I got to have awesome food when I watch awesome pay-per-view stuff. And yep, we qualified that Temerge. At 5-0, by the way. Always great when you can get through those first 5 games without a loss. And will it be a contender this year? I think it got to like 12-2 last year. Something like that for Temerge. All right. Evening, my people. I will see you another time. Later.